adding to your gun control agenda?
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. But I mean, listen, I don't think we lack for great ideas. As I've said many times, we've been having great ideas for decades. The problem is that Congress has not got the courage to act. And that is why, from the beginning, I have said my agenda includes attempting to get Congress to act. But if they don't within the first 100 days of my administration, I'm going to take executive action. Because what we need is action.
Welcome back, Warriors. It's me, Linda B. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. So today we are going to talk about some things that I noticed with Kamala Harris when she mentioned that she would not confiscate guns. Yes, you know, she said a lot of things, and a lot of them, well, pretty much all of them were outright lies. And of course, ABC moderators didn't fact check her. I think Donald Trump had to do some of his own fact checking. But I am going to show you the proof about what this woman is. She is a pathological liar. She simply does not tell the truth. And there's so much evidence that you're going to see in this video today that you are not going to believe it. So if you did not know before the debate, now you know. Before we get into it, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, watch the video to the end. Now, let's get into it.
Adding to your gun control agenda?
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. But I mean, listen, I don't think we lack for great ideas. As I've said many times, we've been having great ideas for decades. The problem is that Congress has not got the courage to act. And that is why, from the beginning, I have said my agenda includes attempting to get Congress to act. But if they don't within the first 100 days of my administration, I'm going to take executive action. Because what we need is action.
Adding to your gun control agenda?
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. But I mean, listen, I don't think we lack for great ideas, as I've said many times.
And if you didn't hear that, the reporter asked her about her gun control agenda. So she wants to control the guns.
Should she also be, in your opinion, supporting a mandatory gun buyback program?
Listen, we're not going to be able to get where we need to go without action in Congress. We've got to pass some laws to deal with this. Now, I was heartened by the fact that 2 years ago, we finally did a gun safety law, the Safer Communities Act. And it was the first gun safety law we passed in 30 years. And it was modest, but it did save lives. But clearly, in the wake of what happened just the other day in Winder, Georgia, it's not enough. And the least we can do is move forward on the bipartisan spaces where ordinary people agree. Clearly, there's a disconnect between what the people, the American people, want and what they're able to get out of their government. Again, 87% of Americans believe in background checks. And yet I hear politicians say that it's not guns who kill people, it's people who kill people. And yet we don't even want to know who those people are. We won't even support.
Senator, just yes or no, though. Should she support the mandatory buyback program? Just a yes or no.
Listen, look, as a pastor, I've done buyback programs. You can pick this issue or that issue. But I think that, again, there's not one single thing that will make all of this go away.
I got to say, and no disrespect to the pastor, but he's a pastor and a Democrat politician. You know, the Democrats love to use people of color for their dirt to keep the other people of color subjugated and in line and on that Democrat plantation. Yes, that's what they do. And you heard him not directly answer her question. She said yes or no, just yes or no. And he still was giving back the political answer. And after a while, you know, the anchors are pressed for time. They don't have time to keep asking the same question over and over again to try and get a direct yes or no. So they have to move on. And they know that. Politicians know that. So they can BS around giving this answer that is essentially a non-answer. Let's look at some more clips.
I support a mandatory buyback program. It's got to be smart. We got to do it the right way. I support buybacks, and it's something I'm so passionate about and so looking forward to being president to address. We've got to deal with this.
How mandatory is your gun buyback program?
It's mandatory.
You heard her say in her own words, it's mandatory. I don't know who in their right mind will vote for that. You'll have law-abiding citizens defenseless. You know, we already have like this illegal migrant issue where people are being dragged out of their homes. You heard about what happened in Colorado, Aurora, Colorado, and people have literally been dragged out of their homes. And then you want us not to have any guns in your way because it'll be safer if no one has guns. But so basically take the guns away from the law-abiding citizens, but let the criminals have them. Let me show you something else.
I'll get to that, Lindsay. I just need to respond to a previous point that the former president has made. I've made very clear my position on fracking. And then this business about taking everyone's guns away. Tim Walz and I are both gun owners. We're not taking anybody's guns away. So stop with the continuous lying about this stuff.
Raphael Warnock was asked about the gun buyback. She has tried to distance herself from that, or decouple from herself from that. And Warnock was like, oh, actually, no, I think she's going to do that when she gets in.
Wow. So quite a bit of contradiction there for Kamala. I'm sorry. Kamala. Kamala, right? Yes. Okay. Someone said on one of their videos, koala. I thought that was hilarious. But you know, these demon rats out here, out in these streets, just lying. And you know what they're counting on? They're counting on the uninformed voter, the one that doesn't really research, the one that has TDS so bad that she did well stylistically. And she was able to put sentences together and not do the cackle. And she was able to not go into a word salad or soup, as someone calls it. But she had a lot of help. Remember those earrings? Remember the earrings? Yeah, still can't do things without help. And someone put in the comment section that one of the women who's over in ABC, or one of the high officials, is actually Kamala Harris' bestie, or one of her good friends who introduced Kamala to her current husband. What? Now, you know this was a setup from the get-up, okay? This was a setup from the get-up. Kamala, Kamala is Kamala, but I'm just being funny right now. This woman has said lie after lie after lie. And I need everybody to realize what's going on, because if she's not going to make it, praise the Lord. But if she were, can't even talk about it straight. It was going to be hell in this country. Okay? Hell, literal hell. And they're all about it. You know, those demon rats are all about it. And some Republicans too. We can't forget about the rhinos, like your Cheneys and your whoever else, Mitt Romneys and all of that. Those are your rhinos, the Bushes, you know, the forever war people. They love a good war. Yes. Not that any war is good. I'm being sarcastic, guys. Lighten up, being sarcastic. But I am so done with all of this. Now, y'all know I have to go get my hair done every now and then, and I got to sit up in there and listen to all this foolishness. They don't talk too much about it, but every now and then a little sneaky comment come in, and I'll just be praying, Lord, help me not to say anything. But at the same time, people need to know, and people need to be educated. So if they want to come to me first with it, I'm coming. Unless God say otherwise, I'm coming with a big clap back. But I'll keep it, Christian and everything, keep my mouth using the correct words. We don't want to say the bad words now, but I will bring it up with video evidence, not just me talking. I'm going to have some clips ready on my phone so I can just go clip, look at this, click, look at that. Because it was a lot of stuff. There was some things that Donald Trump said that was crazy, that sounded crazy, with the animals. I looked it up. Whoa. You mean to tell me that had some credibility to it? So that's what I'm saying. Donald Trump will say something that sounds off the cuff crazy. Then you go and look at it and it's right there in your face. He was telling the truth. He actually was. You guys, we got to pray. We got to vote early. Don't forget that I am also doing lives at, pretty much every night except Friday and Saturday. So it's Thursday tonight at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want to see you all there. Will you all be blessed? Love God, your families, these United States of America. And as I always say, march on, warriors.